Let me just say thank you so much to everybody for all of the support that I've gotten so far. We're going to talk about next year. We're going to talk about some exciting things that I hope to have. Well, that was my idea, but you know what? You've gotten them all excited, so we're going to do our rest. But I do just want to say that I'm very heartened by the support that I've gotten so far. I mean, it has been amazing. Those of you who've been able to say, yes, for sure I'm going to be there, or those of you who are just getting your ducks in a row to make those plans, you guys are my best friends. I cannot wait to see everybody in Albany. And so this is just a little extra frosting for what's going to be an awesome 2016 cake, I hope. So thank you very much, everybody who's getting us off and running for Albany, New York next year, because and by the way, we do have the shipper and the plastic and all the good stuff because I know it's important.
And the winner is Rachel Beckett.
I'll talk to you later. The shipper is right over there. All right. So, I'd like to use Jem's microphone, if that's okay. We'd like to just kind of get things going, and I'd like to begin this panel by talking a little bit about what does JemCon mean to me, and what does JemCon mean to you.
What JemCon means to me is a fruitful, warm, friendly, good place for fantastic people that care about Gem, that get their lives changed by Gem, inspired by Gem, and it makes me feel tremendously good to know that something that I did this touch someone once in somebody seconds.
JemCon means to me, it's so many things, but the first thing that comes to mind is family reunion. So, for me, it's kind of like, I feel like everyone's big sister. And it's fantasy, and it's family, and it's very
To me, it means the best weekend of the year for the last 9 years already. And to me, the first time we went to JemCon was such a great experience. We decided to host a JemCon in Europe, and we did it again. So, and it's just very nice to see all the friends again, special guests every year. Same for me, seeing our wonderful JemCon friends again, and so much fun. Learning new things about the show and the whole line every year. Amazing. Still after all these years, finding out so many interesting things.
JemCon is the most wonderful weekend you could possibly imagine. More than 1 by 2. That's how we're doing it.
It's to me a great occasion to meet people that share the same passion I have for German novels. So it's a great occasion also to see what's new and developing. And I'm very passionate to see that achieve.
JemCon is a place where I can be myself, where you've got this extended family you don't have here, and you don't have to worry about being weird or strange or whatever because everyone else is too.
This is my second year at JemCon, and I just have to say that these are my people. It's so refreshing to go to a conference where everybody is welcome and people just feel free to express themselves however they are. So
event full of fun people. It's the thing that makes my best friend happy.
JemCon is a convention of Jem and the Holograms fans from the mid-80s cartoon. For me, it's an event where the fans come together and share our love for the cartoon. It's been a phenomenal event. This is my first year, and I'm glad to come back again.
JemCon to me is a great opportunity to see my wife just revel in everything. Again, from the toys to the show, meeting the guests, who also meeting to me too, because I grew up in the 80s.
To me, JemCon is a safe haven and an expression space where some of those awesome people I know all hang out and treat each other with courtesy and admiration and have a wonderful time.
JemCon is a lot of celebration, and it's not just about the 80s cartoon show, it's an amazing celebration of music, creativity, and life that everyone can enjoy and be a part of. So it's an amazing group of people that come together and celebrate the most amazing things about a cartoon that touches their hearts.
What is JemCon to you?
What Art said, that was awesome.
What is JemCon to you?
Wow, just incredibly wonderful today. I wound up being a part of it because my life loves everything about them. And so do I. And that's all I'm saying.
JemCon is a place where I can come and geek out about my favorite cartoon series and doll series, but it's also so much more to me since I'm met so many amazing people here. I know that I'm going to see them once a year and have an incredible weekend. JemCon to me is just a huge, get together. But in terms of get together that, that we all get a chance to be at for all the show fans, to get together as a community, and just have fun and get to know each other even better, and just to see familiar faces, meet new faces, and have experiences that
JemCon to me is about friends, it's about family, but especially it's about a place where you go to be yourself. You don't have to be worried about being judged, the rest of what you want, being who you want to be, just like JemCon.
JemCon is a love fest for the 80s cartoon series Jem and the Holograms, a unique musical cartoon series that ran for like 2 and some odd years. And it's a place where fans come together to express their love, the music, the show, and the content creators of the show, the writers, the artists, the performers, and the fans get to express their own creativity and dress up as characters and perform, so it's like a creative event for everyone. And basically, it's a love fest for a unique and wonderful musical cartoon series. 80s Jem and the Holograms. Oh, and forget Pizzazz and the Misfits. It is a gathering of people who have they become friends. They see each other every year. It's like a family reunion because the same people show up to the same events and get to meet the guests and interact and just talk about this wonderful cartoon that existed in the mid-1980s. And we're so thrilled to be here for the 30th anniversary, and we hope it's going to continue for the next 30 years for the new generations to come to enjoy JemCon and this series that just resonated with every race, religion, every facet of life and person. That's what JemCon is. JemCon to me is fun, excitement, and this is my first JemCon, and it won't be my last. And I'm a JemCon mom, and I'm just proud to be here and meet the other Jem moms who are super excited.
A place of fun and excitement where you get to share the joy and love of the Jem and the Holograms with other people who grew up with it or have just started experiencing it for themselves. This is my first year, and I definitely will be my last.
JemCon means to me that during 2009, first time I ever guest artist, and I found out that something that I worked on that I enjoyed doing, I had a lot of fun, and that's a great reward. First job for an artist is to please themselves and offer it out to others, and you don't really know what's going to happen. But And you get yourself.
Yeah. We look forward to it every year. It's just,
Absolutely.
yeah, the rest of it's so much fun. We have a blast every month.
JemCon means everything. I have found my people. I've been searching my whole life for my people. These are my people right here at JemCon. I am Bunny, but I am also a Jump Away fan, true. Number one, I love everybody here. We are one Gold Nation and one Gem Nation under God.
And I'll tell you, I couldn't agree more with what he just had to say, because honestly, my JemCon stories, what JemCon means to me is exactly that. This is where I found my peeps. I was somebody who loved Gem, and I thought I was the only one who remembered Gem, and then, who knew? I showed up in 2010, and Britta was there, and the chills I still get when I remember her singing Music is Magic. It was a magical time, and Ellen and Ann were there, and it was just so beautiful. Samantha and Michael Charles Hill, those were the people who I looked at them and I thought, oh my goodness, I am in Gemland. And so, and I remember when Rob and Stefan were sitting up here talking about the next year and what was going to happen. And my first thought when I heard that JemCon 2011 was going to be in Holland was my heart sank a little, because I just had the best experience of my life. And then I heard it was going to be so far away, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to go and experience that again. And it was so wonderful, and I don't want to miss it. And then I got those little gremlins out of my head and said, what are you talking about? What is the real reason that you can't make it to JemCon? And there was no good reason not to be at JemCon. So I got myself on a little plane, took my mother, we flew to Holland, we had a great time, and committed I'm never going to miss another JemCon. So I figured the best way.
Let's make a possible future JemCon, probably 2017.
Yes, there probably will be one in 2017, but you know what? To make sure JemCon continues into 2017, I committed that yes, we would do 2016 in Albany, New York. So I'm pleased to be able to share some of the details for the very first time as we're thanking Damon for an amazing 2016. And looking ahead to 2016. So I hope you all have your calendars marked for September 16th through the 18th. And we are going to the Desmond Hotel in Albany, which I am very excited about, because I used to drive by this hotel quite a bit on my way to laser tag. I know some of you are shocked. And I thought to myself, that looks so nice. That would just be like, that's just a beautiful hotel. So the address, as you can see, is 660 Albany Shaker Road in Albany. And I just thought I'd share a little bit about what this hotel has to offer, why we picked it, and what's going to be happening. And very shortly, not this second, but shortly, we're going to be able to regroup and get some reservation info up on the website for you. One thing that I want to share with you is the price, which I am pleased with very much because of the quality of this hotel. And they have told me that come fall next year, this price basically is going to be an untouchable thing, because they are going to be offering the public different rates. But $129 plus tax per night is going to be our room rate. And I think that when you see what we're going to be staying at, you will...
When do we have to register by for the group rate?
Oh, well, let's go through and see if you're beating me to the punch. Oh, let's see. Attendees should make reservations directly with the Desmond Hotel. These reservations must be received no later than September 1st, 2016. Now, I will encourage you to move as quickly as possible, because with a Gem movie around the pike, I don't know what to expect for next year in terms of attendance. I am I am ready for something a little bit larger than what we are accustomed to. I am not sure that I am ready for what might hit, and so I'm just going to say I think the early bird gets the worm. But to answer your question, the reservation procedures will be up on the website as well, but you have to mention JemCon in order to get that special rate. There will be individual telephone registrations, and again, this will be on the website, but there will be, there's an online booking link as well. Let's see. Really, the big things that I want to share with you are some of the hotel features, and we're going to take a look at the website. But in addition to complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the entire hotel, which I think we can all say has been very helpful here this weekend, airport accessibility with 24-hour complimentary on-demand shuttle. One of my main considerations. I don't live in Albany. I'm an hour and a half away. I'm going to travel too. But I picked this because it's in a great travel hub. So those of you who are coming from a distance, if you are flying in, you will fly into Albany Airport and you will be right there because the hotel is on the same road. The train station, it's very close access for those of you who may be accessing it by train if you're coming up from New York City, or if you want to come a day or two in advance and you want to make day trips to the city. I'm not saying it's a hop, skip, and a jump, it's a couple of hours, but by train, it's a day trip. And for a lot of people, I know New York City might be an attraction that's within close proximity that you could plan your adventures around that if you decide to explore a little Broadway magic before you explore our state capital. There's multiple dining options on site as well as the room service. They have 2 restaurants within the hotel, so there's a lot of great options for you to eat and do your own thing. But there's also transportation to restaurants and shopping within the immediate area, which includes Colony Center Mall, which is one of my favorite malls. And so there is this access that you can be transported to restaurants in I believe it's a 3-mile radius, and to shopping, so you can experience some of the city, whether you have a vehicle there on site or you don't. They also have nice things like the fitness facility and the complimentary parking in a safe, well-lit surface parking lot. We're not paying for parking this time.
In and out access for the whole weekend?
I'm sorry?
In and out access constant or just?
Complimentary parking. I take that to mean what they said, complimentary parking and complimentary newspapers. So, does that all sound good so far? Yeah! All right, good. So, just to give you a sneak peek, when I told you this is a nice place, this is a nice place. We're going to do 2016 in some style for you, and just to give you a little sneak peek at the Desmond. Our facilities are going to be on the top floor. We have a lovely banquet space that can be divided in half like this space, but we also have 4 little rooms on each corner, so we've got some unique space going on that we can have some fun things happening. So this just gives you a peek at the hotel, and let's just take a peek at the restaurants, because as far as dining, I know we want to enjoy some delicious food, and as we see, for over 40 years, the restaurants of Desmond, blah, 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 it's going to be awesome. Tavern, Scrimshaw, Simpsons, you can kind of tell this is going to be a nice getaway for you, and that's really what I'm aiming to do with bringing you to a hotel like this, so that we can really have a wonderful getaway experience together. Now, at this point, we're so early in the game, we're literally over a year away from our dates. So I don't have much locked in stone besides the hotel, but I do have some ideas floating around. I'll just share with you one of my personal ideas, which is or something that has a personal connection to me. I know that some of us enjoy coming in a day or 2 in advance. So I am going to try and work out some arrangements for some group outings if you so desire. It will not be part of JemCon. It would be a separate registration or a separate payment if you choose to participate. However, one thing that I think would be fun, tell me if I'm on track, is I love laser tag. And there it is. A wonderful facility right close to the hotel. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you put on a vest, it's got these lights, you take a little phaser, you shoot at the lights, you run around a maze, sometimes there's bombs, sometimes there's black lights. Jam. What I am hoping to work out with them, which is not in stone, but I'll just give you my ideas. They've already told us we can have a party room there, we can come in on a Thursday night, we can get wristband pricing to play all night, do what you like. If you want to go back to the hotel, you can know about the shuttles. However, I'm hoping that they might give us a discount if we were to say, work something out, maybe would you give us a discount for those who might show up in wig or costume? If they went along with that, would you guys consider doing that under the black lights? I think that would be, forgive the pun, a riot. So that's one of the ideas, just an idea that we're floating. We are already floating thoughts on what are we going to have as far as some special guests. And what I can tell you is my head is spinning at the fact that people have been so supportive already. We've got to do, we don't know what to say, but we're going to do our best to bring you an amazing panel as every year JemCon has delivered. And now, laser tag was the first thing on my pre-JemCon wish list. When we get to TiviaCon, we'll try and continue on with some of the traditions that have been mainstays. But I'd like to use this time to kind of get an idea of things that you would like to see. And I'm not making promises, but I want to get kind of a collective wish list of what would be some things, if we could make it happen, what types of things would you like to enjoy? So if you've got some ideas, I'd love to discuss it now. And I see Rachel's got a thought. Oh.
I would love to have, just because I heard so many wonderful things about her, and especially after having Gina come. And I don't know her name, but I believe she's in New York, the lady who did the box art.
Oh, Sharon.
Also,
Sharon Natalia.
this would be like really like looking for needles in a haystack, but when Gina mentioned that they actually had like models that for the box art, like I don't know if between Gina or the girl who was the artist trying to contact some of those people.
I'll tell you, I've had that same thought, and again, I can't make any guarantees because I don't have connections, but I have the lead to the needle, maybe. But I agree that pursuing through some of our contacts would be great. So that's
our earrings in China. We can find the models.
There we go. Okay, so I think that those are some great thoughts. What would you like to see?
We were talking about maybe like having a screening some episodes where we're watching them together. Yeah, or even like when the movie comes out, I don't know if it'll be on home video by then, but if anyone is so inclined, like a Rocky Horror, like a Riff Tracks, Mystery Science Theater 3000, where people write scripts, talkbacks, like some kind of interactive screening of the movie where we can kind of make fun of it maybe a little bit.
A screening may be a difficulty because of copyrights, however, maybe we could do something fun with scripts because I know we've had some unique opportunities with some of our voiceover artists.
Yeah, or doing like
Could you speak up, Lynn? I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course. Wally Burr, who was the director, voice director, is amazing. He was an amazing guest. I know that he had his own ideas about having interaction with script reading, where he was directing people as they did when they did the voice recordings. And that was amazing and interactive. So Wally Burr is a great guest to have.
That's a great thought, and I think we enjoyed, in Holland, we had a wonderful opportunity to do some voiceover script reading and acting, so that's definitely a good thought. Who else has ideas or things you'd like to see? Rachel again?
I think it would be great. I thought it was really neat having Gina come in and like hear more about marketing and the behind the scenes aspects, and especially now with all this new merchandise that's coming out with the toys and the comics. I mean, obviously, I know nothing can be guaranteed. I think it'd be really interesting if we could get some contacts, maybe from IDW or from Integrity, or talk about that whole process of like the licensing. There's so many behind the scenes.
Reaching out to some of the newer properties.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes. That was kind of where I was going. I had 2 quick points. Have we ever had anybody from Integrity as a guest? And had we ever had any of the voice actors from the singers?
Yes.
We have had, last year, Atlanta and Team Toronto made it possible to have Ellen Gerstel, who is the voice of Rapture. We've not yet had an Integrity guest, but we have had one of the stingers, and so yes, absolutely reaching out to some of the new properties is some untapped territory.
Same thing for the movie.
Yes, for the movie. And the movie has obviously shown us great support by sending us these cool things with T-shirts and the compacts and the rings. So, the movie has shown some great support, and so I hope we're all going to thank them by going out on opening night and showing them some support. And yes, you have a question or a comment? Okay. Does anybody else have any thoughts, anything to throw out there? Because this is not my con, this is, I look at this as being our con. I really want to bring some things that you guys like. I saw this girl.
So I'd be curious, Barry Harmon, because I remember he was supposed to be against a few years ago and couldn't make it, so as a lyric writer, I'd be really curious on his perspective.
Very good. Yeah, Barry Harmon, yeah, the lyricist. What's that? Excellent. And yes, I did.
Oh, sorry. Maybe people do have makeup skills, because some people, like, the first time I came, I didn't cosplay. So if there was, like, you know, you could have someone do your makeup for you. Like, you know, sometimes they'll do, like, zombie makeup, like gem makeup.
Oh, yes, like I believe at Maria's Con, somebody was out front doing some makeup.
Yeah, we had a face painter in St. Louis and in there. So.
Oh, okay. Face paint. Very good. I saw Jessica.
I like, we've had a couple opportunities in past cons to do crafting panels that had a hands-on aspect, where there were sort of like little mini tables that sit around and do like doll hair or something. Those have always been really fun.
Absolutely. Would people be on board for that kind of thing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, crafting panels. I feel very safe in saying that we will incorporate crafting in some way, shape, or form. So the hands-on, if that's the appeal, absolutely. Look at that. These are some great ideas. I'm excited because this kind of jogs things and it's going to really help us to get off and running. Yes, Ray?
You mentioned laser tag as one of the precursor activities. Is there anything else that's nearby around the area as other ideas?
That's a very good question. Well, Albany is our state capital. So for those of you who enjoy some history, there are some very cool museum opportunities that are available in the state capital area. We have some great shopping, we have some great dining. I don't know the dates, but I will say one popular attraction that's about a half an hour outside of Albany is Saratoga horse racing is one of our big tourist attractions in that area. So not sure of the dates that all runs, but that might be something to take a look at. To be perfectly honest, off the top of my head, I have trouble coming up with it because I don't spend a great deal of time doing anything but laser tag in Albany. But it's a big city, so there are a lot of really cool things adjacent, and I think that there will be lots of opportunities for you to explore whatever you might want because, you know, it's a big enough city that there's a lot out there. Does anybody else have a thought? Yes?
Again, this is kind of piggybacking with Lindsay. This pig, like I couldn't think about it for last, but I know it's a city with an artist community. So, and I'm not saying you, but you know, there's a drag scene probably. There's probably a burlesque scene. Like, if artists that aren't necessarily connected to this community are given like this theme, that would be really cool to see something like that, like performance based. That is Gem inspired.
Tivia?
Yes.
My friend she was a performer with me back in the city, but she's from Albany.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the premier burlesque dancers in Albany. She does mostly physical, but I told her if this was coming up, she could definitely with her shoes on players do like a jam kind of thing, and I can connect with her.
There's an idea too. We actually had that in Toronto. Yes, TJ.
Maybe we could just have like a live band.
A live band.
Live band.
Okay.
They make the Saturday party like,
More.
For example, with a burlesque or a live band, or the Friday night party, almost like the burlesque in Toronto was on Sunday. It was a separate thing. It's with different people that came, so sort of mixed with the different population. I'm just randomly putting that out there.
Yeah, Sunday night JemCon.
Well, again, this is a wish list, but all great ideas.
Sunday's tricky because people have to leave, right?
That's what I'm saying. Do that
Well,
Saturday.
I appreciate very much having this kind of feedback because, like I say, we're in the very beginning. We're getting off and running, and I really want to create something that is going to give back to all of you because you've shown so much support to get this where it is. I want to say a big thank you to Liz Pemberton for really getting the whole thing off and running. Our founder in 2005. Because as Mai says she is about it, none of us would be here without that lady right there. So my promise to you is that I'm going to do my best to pull off a Rockin' JemCon for you in Albany. It's something that we're gonna have a blast. I cannot wait to see everybody there. Are there any questions about anything else that I might be able to answer at this point? Knowing full well I don't have a lot of specifics. Allie?
I know it's early in the game, but have you thought about what charity we might want to support this year?
I have given a tiny bit of thought, but nothing that I'm in any place to speak to just yet. No. All right, but, oh, Jess.
I was just going to ask, do you plan on doing some of the same pre-con contests?
Yes, I do expect to do some of the same pre-con contests, and without giving away the whole shebang, I do have one contest I am excited about. I worked it out in my head, and it is going to be new for this year. And it's going to have a creative art element. So, yeah, that's about all I've got to share on that right now. But there's going to be some cool things. So please keep up with the website. I know that I've got a great team of volunteers who are helping to do things that I'm not good at, like Facebook. But David has put a great deal of effort into redesigning the website, and what I would love to see is, you know, all of us keeping together, keeping connected, using that message board that we've got to make sure that we're all kind of on page. And if you've got ideas about anything, I welcome it. I really want you to feel free to reach out to me. I'll tell you, Facebook is not the means that I use. However, I am not shy about sharing my email, and you can contact me through the website. And I look forward to any thoughts that you've got along the way, because this will be a building process, and we're going to end up here a little over a year ago, or a little more than it. We're gonna show up in 2016 and we're gonna have fun.